episode of Cooking with the Cool Dad. Coffee is my friend. Well, this week I'm doing something just a little bit different. Then again, everything I do is just a little bit different in some way. Being as summertime is here, essentially, I wanted to come up with something that would be quick and easy. Something you could do a bunch of ahead of time if you wanted to, and drop them aside so you've got them for the week, so you have them for the kids, for yourself, for anybody else in the household that may want a quick snack or something to grab on the go. So this week we're going to be doing the Cool Dad's take on handheld pastry snacks. I know that sounds kind of odd, but this is based on the concept of Hot Pockets and Pop-Tarts. But it's homemade, which makes it better. Let's see. So, I want to tell a quick story, though, because with everything that's going on, I think this is something that really needs to be told again. Is that yesterday, and you'll see I actually did the part of the prep for this yesterday, so you'll see that video will be wearing a different outfit. I had to run to the store real quick to grab some of what I needed for today. And while I was there, and I'm sure everybody's aware of all of what's going on, while I was there, I walk up to the packaged meat section, the luncheon meats, the sausages, ham steaks, things like that. And there was a fairly busy time in the store, so there's a group of people standing there, and it's a very diverse clientele in this store, which I think is awesome. And a couple of us just got talking about cooking ham steaks on the grill and sharing ideas. And 10 or 15 minutes in, we had a group of people that we represent just about every culture, every nationality. It was a nice group of people, all sharing ideas, all just talking about, oh, well, if you add this in, oh, if you put this in, oh, if you try it this way, oh, if you do. And it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing, because food transcends race. Food transcends culture. Food transcends everything. Why? Because we all need to eat to live. And this is why I love cooking so much, because it transcends everything else. When it comes down to cooking, when it comes down to creating food, there is no race involved. Is there ethnic variations of dishes? Yes, but that's a different story. That's just another idea on how to prepare something. So when it comes to food, when it comes to sitting down around the table together, you don't have to take into account things like your skin tone, who you believe in, who you love. None of that. None of that matters. It's all about human beings sitting down together and enjoying good food. Why? Because food is life and life is good. So that being said, just bear that in mind. But that being said, let's get on to making some pastry snacks. I'm not entirely sure what to call them yet. Like I said, I've got a couple of variations I'm going to play with today. It's somewhere between a Hot Pocket and a Pop-Tart. So let's get on with it, and we'll have some fun here. See you in a minute. Now, to prep our strawberries for our strawberry Pop-Tart / Hot Pockets, I'm just going to probably montage most of this, but I'm going to get a couple out here. I'm literally just cutting the tops off. Because we're slicing these up, it's not, you don't have to be anything fancy for getting the tops off. So we've got a few. Now, what you want to do is get some nice even slices. Avoid the greenage. They can be thick, they can be thin. You don't want to be too thick, because you got to remember they've got to fit inside our Hot Pockets. And you can eat, ooh, these are good. Good strawberries. Depending on the size of the Hot Pockets you're doing, the dogs are eating, by the way, you may want to actually cut these up as well and not just leave the round slices. But once we let them sit overnight in sugar, they will soften up quite a bit. And these are excellent. Nice fresh strawberries I got from Aldi today. Yeah, good enough, I can say. So, that being said, we will montage till the strawberries are cut. Okay, now we've got our strawberries all cut up, and yes, I cut up the whole thing because honestly, they'll probably sit in my refrigerator and go bad if I don't. So now we're going to prep them for overnight sitting. Okay, now we're ready to prep. Almost ready. I have a... Nope, I don't. Once I have my spoon, I'll be ready to prep. There it is. Okay. Now we're ready to prep. So, as you all know, I don't really do a lot of measuring, so we're going to add some sugar. And yes, I ate most of the strawberry bottoms because I've been on a liquid diet the last week for some dental work, and it sucks. So it was nice to have something other than soup or Gatorade. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon and just a little bit of nutmeg because that spices up the flavor a little bit. And we're going to stir these around, getting everything all mixed together. We want that sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg. Now some people will tell you to mix the cinnamon, nutmeg, and sugar together ahead of time and then add it to the strawberries. I just like to mix it all together. Simpler. Now, it may not look like a whole lot right this minute, but when you let this sit overnight, and yes, the dogs are barking because they just ate, so they're sitting in their spaces waiting for everybody to finish. When you let this sit overnight, the sugar helps draw out a lot of the juice and gives you more of a syrup type strawberry. You don't need a ton of sugar to make this happen. There we go. So now this is going to get covered and go in the fridge overnight. So we'll see you guys tomorrow when I record the rest of the video. Now, I did do a few things to prep for this off camera. You just saw the strawberries that I did last night, so they're out here. I scrambled an egg off camera, cut up some ham off camera, because I figure everybody knows how to do that. We're not going to stress that. But I am using just store-bought pie crust because I did a little bit of research. If you really want to go that extra mile and make your own crust, there's a million recipes out there for simple crusts you can make, but we're trying to go for simple, or quick and easy here. So quick and easy means pie crust. Now, there are other pastry type things you can buy that'll work for this as well. Do a little, Google if you're interested. Google, see what's out there. There's no solid rule saying you got to go one way or the other. Of course, this is going to be fun to get apart. Bear with me just a second, folks. Why? There we go. A little bit of gentle persuasion sometimes is all it's really needed. Probably should have pulled this out of the fridge sooner, but that's okay. We can work with that. There we are. Now these are pie crusts for making 9-inch pies, is what it says. And each container has 2 crusts in it. I have a feeling some of this, once it warms up, is going to get molded back together and flattened out and such, so I can do a little bit more with it. Now, decide how big you're going to make your doohickeys. First, I'm going to kind of square this off a little bit. And I am saving all of the pieces I cut off, because I will work them back together and see if I can't create another quick round of these. Even a small one, just for fun. There we go. Now, we've got a rough square here. That'd be an awfully big one, so we go this way. You know what? We're making a nice big one here. Why not? Let's have some fun with this today. So for this first one, now I've got two two rectangles about the same size. So I'm going to work with this one here. I'm just going to kind of, anywhere it's cracked, I'm just going to kind of tap it together. Make sure we're not going to fall apart there. Now what you can do, just literally run your finger under the water and literally just kind of smooth it over the area. I could actually put a little bowl of water over here, but what this does is it kind of like liquefies the dough just a touch, but it'll come back together. It's almost like putting glue on it. There we go. So with this first one, I'm debating if I want to do the fun stuff or the better stuff, well, the healthier stuff. So let's do fun stuff first. Just for shits and giggles, I grabbed a chocolate bar. Milk Toffee Crunch. Well, actually several chocolate bars. Okay, I did not look at that. The fact I did not open this last night speaks to my self-control. And I'm actually, let me see. I'm going to cut off part of that. There. And honestly, this one I'm kind of doing as I go along for fun. 2, 3. So I couldn't tell you the last time I actually had a candy bar. So guess what? After today, it'll be today. There we go. And number 3. I'm going to spread them out just a little bit so we've got room here. Now, this one's the simple one. I'm just going to place my other piece of dough on top of here. Just kind of go around and pinch the corner or the edges together all the way around. No, I'm not done yet. Is it going to stick? You know what? I forgot one thing. I openly admit I forgot one thing. And this is something I was reading about, what they recommend. If you've never borrowed a ramekin type little thingy from a restaurant before, don't worry about it. You can use a small bowl, a big bowl, anything that'll hold water. But I've got a small little ramekin cup here that was apparently borrowed at some point over the years from a restaurant. It's just plain water. And like I did before, going to go around the edges with the water like I do when I was fixing the cracks. Doesn't need a whole lot. It's enough to moisten it. Yeah, I used the term moist again. Legitimately. Okay, now what that does, it's almost like putting glue on there. So there we go. You take a fork, just kind of go along those edges. It's kind of like the zipper seal. It's kind of like the zipper seal for this bad boy. So we're going to have a chocolate Pop-Tart here when we're done. Essentially. But 1,000 times better because it's got like legit chocolate in it. I'm trying to put off tasting the chocolate because right now I'm also waiting to get in to see the dentist and I'm on a liquid diet, which sucks. Just being honest with you there. Now, I'm going to very carefully pick this up. Yep. I'm going to grab a spatula and attempt to very carefully pick this up. Set it on my plate for the time being. And I'll be right back to make the next one. Okay, and yes, the air fryer is going. I've got one in there already. But our next one, we're going to do a breakfast one here. And here's that egg I scrambled up before I got started. Fortunately, this is why I clean my countertop with bleach all the time. There we go. I keep it clean enough to eat off of, legit. Okay, so I'm just kind of like, I scrambled an egg up. I'm just kind of like moving the egg around. There we go. So if you want to do a breakfast pocket, now what I did is I was looking for some cubed ham, but couldn't find that at the store I was at, and so instead I bought some thicker sliced Black Forest ham lunch meat and just kind of cut it up in strips, because why not? Let's have fun with it. Of course, you can't be complete without cheese. If I can get the cheese open. And all of these can be done pretty much any way you like. I mean, really. Just going to throw some cheese in here. Keep it away from the sides. Try and fill it here. There we go. And I'll get into the cooking part of it in a minute here. But now we've got our ham, egg, and cheese. Now I'm going to wet the edges with a sliver of chocolate. Ham, egg, and cheese with a sliver of chocolate. That's going to be an interesting combination. Then again, there we go. Okay, so wet the edges. Part 2 on top. Just going to kind of squish down a little bit here and push the edges in. There we go. Just want to get that little bit of seal going on there, and then hit it with the fork for our zipper seal. And it doesn't have to be neat with the fork. You just want to make sure that it's not going to come apart on you. Okay, put this one on the plate. You can see I came together fairly quickly. Okay, I'll be right back with the final one. Okay, and on to the one I've honestly been kind of excited for and dreading at the same time, because, well, let's just say I think this one's going to give me the most issue because it's got the highest moisture content. But if we can make this work, it's going to be fantastic. If I can get the plate, if I can get the plate out. There we go. Now, we've already seen the video of me prepping these strawberries yesterday. I wanted them to sit overnight, get nice and juicy. Cinnamon, sugar, and a little bit of nutmeg. And I'll tell you, that is, if you want to do strawberry shortcake, this right here is how to do it. But because of the nature of what we're doing here, we want to try and strain out as much of the juice as possible. So I'm using a slotted spoon, kind of squeezing the strawberries against the side. So, and again, this one we're going to be a little more picky about how we lay it out, because it is going to be super moist. Okay, moist. There we are. So a little bit more here. Not that many. There we go. Up against the side, try and drain them out a bit. And while I was off camera, I wanted to try something. I had an idea. That's the fun thing about doing these, is sometimes while I'm working on this, even when I'm on camera, I get an idea and I'm like, I gotta try that real quick. So I actually made an extra one with just ham and cheese that I used by rolling out the bits of extra dough I had. That's what you hear cooking right now. Ooh, that tastes good. Okay. Since it's me eating these, I can do that. If I was making these like for something else, then it would be wash the hands. You lick your fingers, wash your hands. But there we go. Okay, now, what I discovered is that if I take my rolling pin, just very gently roll out all four sides a little bit, it makes it just a little bit bigger, gives me a little more space to make that cavity in the center that holds that ooey gooey goodness. Makes it a little easier to get around it. Okay. Yep. Make sure I have the pastry fork. Pastry fork. It's just a fork I use to press the pastry. Tomorrow night it'll probably be a dinner fork. Okay. We'll put this one on the plate. And these will not go to waste, those strawberries, because I do have plans for those as well. Like I said, this is the one I'm most concerned about because of the moisture content. Get it on the plate here. Okay. And we'll be back in a couple minutes. Well, in no time at all for you guys. And talk about how we cook them. Okay. We're doing these in the air fryer. As you can see, I've had a couple in here already. Let me get the strawberries here. Because I've been playing around with a couple things. I'm literally putting one in, put it right on the center plate there. I have another scrambled egg here and a barbecue brush. I'm just going to take and brush the top with some scrambled egg. It's called egg wash. We'll see. You'll see why in a few minutes. So now what I'm going to do is put this in there at 360 degrees for 7 minutes. When that's done, I'm going to flip it over and do it for another 5 to 6 minutes, depending on how it looks. So back. Okay, everybody's air fryer is probably a little bit different, but I'm going to show you mine real quick. So let's see. We're going to do 7 minutes at 360. Go. And that's the first side. So that's just what I'm working with. So just to give you an idea. Okay, guys. So this is our finished results, and honestly, whoops, not too shabby, not too shabby. There's a couple spots where it got interesting, but now here I want to show this. This is the chocolate one. Did not egg wash this one. You see how it came out. Surprisingly, it came out better than I expected. These are egg washed, and you see how they came out that golden brown color. Hang on, which one's which? This is just ham and cheese. This is strawberry. This is chocolate. This is ham, egg, and cheese. This one actually surprised me because the bottom didn't hold out as well. But I mean, overall, it holds up pretty well. But and this one I made with some of the. Ooh, that's hot still. That's the one I just took out. This one I made with leftover strawberries and some chocolate. So this is a chocolate and strawberry one. This one actually I made with some of the leftover dough as well. Just kind of rolled it out into a circle and folded it in half like a calzone. Came out really good. As far as how they taste, let's try some of the chocolate first. I have to be careful where I'm chewing, but okay. Oh wow. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty impressive. Damn. Wow. I think I just impressed myself. Of course, I'm trying the sweet ones. Let's see. This one's going to be more interesting. There we go. The strawberry. You can see the strawberries in there. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Okay. I have impressed myself. I will say the pie crust is a little on the flaky side. I'm thinking when I do this again, I may actually use pizza dough to do this. Okay, that was really good. I may actually use pizza dough to do this just for the less flaky, but for the strawberries and the chocolate, it actually works. Be interested to see how it comes out for the ham and cheese and ham, egg, and cheese. So anyway, that's what we got. I'll see you guys in a minute back up top to wrap it up. Okay, I got to tell you, that was definitely a fun thing to try. I might change up the dough a little bit the next time I do these, because I will be doing them again. But if you're using pie crust, for specifically, I have the Go-Wise air fryer. 6 to 7 minutes on one side at 360, flip it, then 5 to 6 minutes on the second side, depending on the size, depending on how much you got it filled. But honestly, I can wrap this up, pop it in the fridge or freezer, and when I'm ready to grab it, take it out, throw it in the microwave, and or even the air fryer, and good to go. I'm impressed. I am definitely impressed. This is going to be a fun little project to play with down, as we go. I'm still. It's like there's a whole lot of like little minded fireworks going on right now because I'm pretty happy with how that came out. So definitely lessons learned. The more liquid you have in there, it's going to be a little more hit or miss as how well it cooks up. As in the chocolate and the strawberries. Definitely doing a round piece that I did with the leftovers and folding it in half like a calzone seems to work really well. The thing that covered it, but that's actually, yeah, they came out really good. Have fun, be creative. You can make them vegan, vegetarian, you can put whatever you want in them. I mean, realistically. Excuse me, that was really good. All it is some dough with some ingredients in the middle, put together, and slap it in the air fryer. I have to admit, I was hopefully optimistic when I started this because I haven't done these before, and I'm very open about that. But I will say I'm very, very happy with what I got. So remember, there's no skin color, there's no beliefs, none of that when it comes to food. Food is all about people taking nourishment together. And when you can make good nourishment and good people and bring them together, you have some really good times. It doesn't matter. The rest of it just doesn't matter. It goes away. I want a big, I mean, they'll probably never see this, but a huge, huge, huge thank you to the people at the store yesterday that I had that conversation with. You guys rock, and you guys prove that it's not about how somebody looks. It's about, we all love food. Because why? Life is food, or food is life. Life is, yeah, I got that screwed up. Food is life, life is good. And you know what? Get together and have some food with friends. And don't forget, you have the potential to do amazing things. And this just proves it. Take this time, make those small changes, make the big changes if you see them. Sit down and take a real hard look at your life and see what changes you need to make to be awesome and just be the best possible you can be. Why? Because I have faith in you and I know you can do it. I'll catch you all next time, and I'm not going to publicize this with anything else, but I will catch you all next time. But until then, really, Steph? I can't. You can't say it, so I have to say it. I can't let you. I know you want to say it, but you can't. Anyway, what she wants to tell you too: food is life, life is good. Let's eat well together. Catch you next time.